In May 1803, on a creek in coastal Georgia, a group of 75 African captives stepped off a slave ship and refused to go any further. Most of them walked into the water rather than become someone's property. 2 centuries later, that same bloodline started showing up somewhere else entirely, under studio lights, in casting rooms that used to look straight past faces that looks like theirs. A boy born to a doctor and a pharmacist in East London grows up to earn an Oscar nomination, playing a free man stolen in slavery. A girl from Stockwell becomes the one chosen to carry Harriet Tubman's story to the screen. Another, raised an ocean away in Massachusetts, wins an Emmy, playing the first black woman ever to be elected into the US Congress. That is not a coincidence. That's a pattern. Today, we are naming it. Let's start with Chiwetel Ejiofor. Born in London to Igbo parents who fled Nigeria during the genocidal war against Ndi Igbo, the conflict that nearly erased his people from the map. At 11, he survived a car crash in Nigeria that killed his father. He turned that grief into a body of work most actors spend a lifetime chasing. Doctor Strange, the Lion King, a CBE for his services to drama. But it's the movie 12 Years a Slave history will always remember. Ejiofor Solomon Notop, a free man kidnapped and sold, refusing to let bondage take his name along with his freedom. And before that, a half of a yellow sun, he played a revolutionary lecturer living through the very war his own parents had run from. 2 films, 1 actor, the same history, told from both sides of the ocean. And then there is Cynthia Erivo. Her mother was 15 when that same war broke out. Her home torn apart, her family on the run before she ever touched London. Decades later, her daughter would step into the role of Harriet Tubman, the woman who walked dozens of enslaved people to freedom and earned an Oscar nomination for it. Cynthia Erivo didn't stop there. A Tony for The Color Purple, a Grammy, an Emmy, and in 2024, she became the first black actress ever to play Elphaba on screen in Wicked, the Green-Skinned. Green-Skinned, misunderstood, and unmistakably hers. 1 Oscar away from the rarest title in entertainment, a title no black British actress has ever held. And now, picture Nonso Anozie, fresh out of drama school in 2002, stepping into the title role of King Lear with the Royal Shakespeare Company, one of the youngest actors in history to do that. That's before Game of Thrones ever existed. By the time he showed up as Daxos, the merchant prince who built an empire out of nothing in Quat, audiences were watching range, not novelty. Conan the Barbarian, Renfield in Dracula, the captain of the guard in Cinderella, Anozie has spent 2 decades proving an Igbo actor from London doesn't need 1 lane. He can carry Shakespeare and HBO in the same career. Across the Atlantic, Uzo Aduba's mother survived both polio and the Biafran War before raising her daughter in a Massachusetts town where they were the only Nigerian family. Uzo Aduba Turn that inheritance into Susan, Crazy Eyes, Warren on Orange is the New Black. A performance so layered it won her Emmy in 2 different categories, comedy and drama. For the same role, only one other actor in history has done that. Then in 2020, she put on the resolve of Shirley Chisholm, the first black woman ever elected to Congress and the first black candidate from a major party to run for the president, and won a 3rd Emmy for it. Aduba didn't just play a trailblazer, she became one playing her. The Igbo excellence isn't only about reaching backward into history. Yvonne Orji, born in Port Harcourt and raised in Maryland, spent 5 seasons as Molly on HBO's Insecure, turning the specific, funny, occasionally painful experience of being a Nigerian daughter in America into something millions of non-Nigerians recognized as their own story. No slavery narrative required, no history lesson, just a fully realized Igbo woman headlining one of the decade's most acclaimed shows. 5 actors and 5 rooms they were the first to walk into. The Igbo have a word for what's happening here. Igwebuike, there is strength in numbers. Onyekwelu, Chiyekwelu. Watch the credits a little closer next time. The name might be Igbo. The excellence won't be a surprise. Thanks for watching this very beautiful documentary. If you enjoyed watching this video, kindly give us a thumbs up and leave a comment down below. Who do you think among these 5 is the best Igbo actor or actress in history? Thanks for watching. I will see you in my subsequent videos. My name once again is Prince Onwadenim Ngozi Chukwuka Fortune. Bye.